So, so you're good. He's going to introduce you, and then you just answer the questions.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you. We're going to welcome in Sylvia Fowles and Napheesa Collier. All right, everybody. We have questions in line. We're going to start with Danny Barlavi. Danny, you're going to be followed by Jonah Fontella.
Hey, Sylvia. Good to talk to you both. I was wondering, for both of you, is there a player that you're very particularly excited to play with tomorrow night in the All-Star game? And also, is there a matchup on Team WNBA that you're excited to go up against?
I think it's really exciting. I don't have like one particular player that I'm excited to play with. I think it's really exciting that you get to play with so many people who are going to go down in the Hall of Fame and such great basketball players. To be able to learn and play with them instead of having to, scout them and play against them is really fun. And tomorrow, I mean, we've been playing against them all year, so it's not like we're playing against new people, but it's going to be really fun, so I'm excited.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me. I don't have a particular person that I'm excited to play about, but I know it's just a lot of talent on the floor, and it's going to be a good game, so I'm excited about that.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. We're going to go next to Jonah and then to Alex Azzi. Jonah?
Hi, this is for Napheesa. The pressure to win gold in this USA team must always be huge, but it's almost like a tradition at this point. What's it like to like being a part of a team where the pressure and expectation to win gold are both so high?
I think it's a really good honor. It's a great honor to be a part of, something that's especially has been winning for so many years. And you don't want to let that down, especially because I'm a new person on the team. I want to be able to come in and contribute in the way the team needs, whatever that may be. And just like I said, kind of be a sponge and learn from all the people on the team who have been here before. So it is a lot of pressure, but I always say, I like the pressure. I think it makes us perform our best.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. We're going to move to Alex Azzi and then Michael Gutnick. Alex.
Hey, Alex Azzi with NBC Sports. Napheesa, I was looking earlier, and I think you and Asia were both the only two members of this U.S. Olympic team that were born after the gold medal streak started in 1996, which kind of blew my mind.
Were you born in 95?
I think Asia was born 4 days after the gold medal game.
Wow.
Yeah. And so clearly you don't remember that, but wondering like when you first remember watching USA basketball at the Olympics was and what that means for you to continue such a long tradition.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been watching you for so long that I don't even remember the first time. We watch the Olympics every, whatever comes on every 4 years. So we watch it every 4 years in my house. So I don't remember the first time I saw. But obviously to have, USA across my chest and to play on the USA team is a lifelong dream. So I'm so excited that I get to do that, especially with, one of my favorite teammates, Mama Sil. So it's really exciting, and I'm really honored to be here.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Next to Michael Gutnick. Michael.
Hey, this question is for Napheesa. There are 5 University of Connecticut players on the roster. How did Gino Auriemma, your head coach, help cultivate you to become the player you are now?
I think the level of excellence that he expected from us every single practice really allowed us to grow not only as basketball players physically, but mentally too, increasing our basketball IQ and knowing how to make reads. And, he would always say, even if we're not the most talented team on the floor, we need to be the smartest. So I think just the way that he had us train every single day, mentally and physically, allowed us to, that's why I think UConn players do really well in the league. And it's because he teaches that at UConn.
And just a quick follow-up, what's one thing that stands out to you about Auriemma that you have kind of used to push forward your career?
One thing? I don't know. It's hard because he's such an amazing coach, an amazing personality. Like everything about him just inspires greatness, I would say. And I would say again, the level of excellence, he never settled for anything but 100% every single day. And, forcing yourself to have that mindset. It built a habit. And so I think that's why, again, his play is really successful, because after 4 years of, working as hard as you can every single day, I think it just becomes your way of life.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Michael. We're going to go next to Rafiq, and Rafiq, you're going to be followed by Jace Frederick. Rafiq, you're up.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. I just want to ask you, like, what are some of your favorite memories from the WNBA All-Star Game?
Some of my favorite memories.
Yeah, for both of you.
I like the competitive game. So like the skill stuff, 3-point shooting stuff, things that I can't really do that I admire from guards. Those are like my best memories.
I like all the activities around it. So like, being with the, 24, this year 12, like best players in the league, and you guys just all get to come together and kind of take a break from the competitiveness of the season, and you get to hang out and, go to dinners and go to events, and it's just really fun.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Rafiq. We're going to go next to Jace. Jace, you're going to be followed in order by Michelle and by Nick McCarville. Jace, you're up.
Hey, so over the years, what have you found to appreciate the most about these Team USA experiences?
Just the growth over time. So when you first get here, you're pretty much like a deer in headlights. And so once you pretty much learn the system and maneuver your way through, then you can start talking more and stuff like that. So just the growth over time with USA basketball is something that I truly appreciate.
And then Fee, did you ever imagine this early in your career that you would reach this point?
I mean, like I said, it's always been a dream, and it's something that I've always wanted to accomplish. And when this Olympics kept getting closer, obviously I have my fingers double crossed, my toes crossed, everything crossed, hoping that I would be on the team. So I don't know. I never had a goal of I need to be this age to get to my first Olympics, but absolutely I'm so honored to be here, and I'm happy, to be part of this 2021/2020 Olympics.
Have you thought at all, like, if this was played in 2020, there's a good chance I wouldn't have made the team, but 2021 and I had last year to prove myself, that here I am?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I wish we would have had it normal with the pandemic and all that stuff, but it did give me an extra year to kind of prove myself and go to more camps and play in the league. So I don't know what the outcome would have been if it was a year earlier.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Jace. Michelle, you're up. Nick, you're on deck.
Yeah, this is for Sylvia. Sylvia, if I could squeeze into one, if you could talk a little bit about what it's like to play for Dawn. You've played for a lot of coaches in your career, but what's it like to play with her and knowing her USA basketball history? And then also, you and Tina are both having tremendous seasons despite all the years of wear and tear that post players have to go through. What do you attribute that to? You both just been able to stay in great shape.
First question about Dawn. I'm excited to play about Dawn. Only because she reminds me so much of my coaches down the line, and she expects so much out of you. And she's not afraid to get on you and tell you what she thinks and how she feels. So that's something that you can always appreciate about a coach, but she also coaches you when you're doing things. And so I'm excited to play for her. She's been around for a while as an assistant coach, but to have her as a head coach, I'm willing to do everything to make her proud of what this team is going to bring this year. And as for me being dominant throughout the WNBA season, I think a lot of that just being a little smarter with your body. I won't say I eat healthy, but just making sure I micromanage the little things like hurting your ankle, tweaks here and tweaks there. So staying on top of those things has been a big part of my success.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. Nick, you're up. Doug, you're next.
Yeah, first up, Sylvia, I'm just curious, obviously going in as favorites for the gold medal, you've been there before, but how do you look at the competition internationally, and what teams do you feel like are going to challenge the U.S. the most?
I think everybody is going to give us their best game. So we have to be prepared for everybody because we are on everyone's else radar. And so we just got to be ready for whatever game we play in that night. And the competition internationally has definitely grown. A lot of teams have definitely stepped up their play. And so it's not going to be easy. And I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And if I could, Napheesa, just looking at the 3-on-3 and the way it's been added to the Olympic program, I think you've got some experience there. How exciting is it? And I don't know if you'll have the chance to watch it, but just, yeah, having it as part of the Olympics.
I think it's so exciting, and it's really cool for the people who are participating this year to say that they were a part of the first year that something is in the Olympics.
That's cool.
Yeah. 3-on-3 is such a fun game. I think it's a totally different game than 5-on-5. It's so fun to watch, really fast paced. So I'm really excited for the women who made the team this year, and hopefully we can bring home the first gold in that one too.
Thanks.
Thanks, Nick. Doug, you're up.
Hey, ladies, I'm curious for both of you. I mean, it's unfortunate fans won't be able to be at the Olympics, either domestic or international. Usually the U.S. is not the team that they cheer for overseas. They root for the underdog, so to speak. Is it a double-edged? I mean, obviously you want fans there, but does it help in a sense that there won't be fans cheering against you, or is that something you enjoy and like it gets you more pumped up when you can sort of silence a crowd, so to speak?
I like when we have fans, even though they're not rooting against us. I mean, they're rooting against us, but I think at the end of the Olympics, we always pick up a couple more fans. And so that's something that you can appreciate.
And even if it's like negative energy because they're rooting against you, you feed off that energy nonetheless. It's way more fun to play in a packed gym, even if they're all against you, than it is to play in an empty gym. So.
And just to follow up, did the bubble at least help you a little bit because you didn't really have fans there, that you're used to sort of playing without people in the stands last year, that it won't be that crazy, so to speak?
Prepared
us for sure.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Napheesa, Sylvia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to our media group, we have Brittany Griner and Skylar Diggins Smith up next.